Hello and welcome back. So, in the last few lectures, we learned how to implement API endpoints to handle different types of requests from our Express application. We also learned about different concepts like reading request body or reading a route parameter value. Now, before we proceed further in this course and learn about other topics like middlewares, I also want to talk about a couple of more concepts related to routing in Express application. So in this lecture, we are going to learn about chaining routes. But before we do that, I want to make some changes in our hotels controller which we have created. So for that, let's go to VS Code. And here, let me close this hotels.json file and I also close this server.js file. Let's go to hotelsController.js. Now in this hotelsController.js, we have created different methods for getting all the hotels, creating a new hotel, getting a hotel by its ID, updating hotel and deleting hotel. Now if you see all these methods we have kept inside this hotels controller, and all these functions they are going to operate on the hotel resource, and since they are already present in a file which we are calling as hotels controller, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the name of these methods to make it more readable and useful. So for example, instead of calling it as getAllHotels, I simply want to call it as getAll. And when we are going to call this getAll method on the hotel controller, it will make sense that this getAll method will return us all the hotels. In the same way, for creating a hotel, instead of calling it as create hotel, I'll simply call it as create. And this create method of this hotels controller, it is used for creating a hotel. So when I use this create method on the hotel controller, it makes sense that this create method is going to create a new hotel. Right. So you see, in this way, the name is shorter and it gives a better meaning to this method name. So when we are calling this create method on the hotel controller, it means that this create method is going to create a new hotel. When we are calling this getAll method on this hotel controller, that means this method is going to return us all the hotels. In the same way, instead of calling this method as getHotel by ID, I'm going to call it as get by ID. And here I'm going to use that name. In the same way, here instead of calling it as update hotel, I'm simply going to call it as update, and I'm going to use this method name on the hotel controller. And finally here, instead of calling this function as delete hotel, I will simply call it as delete. So here sometimes I'm calling them method and sometimes functions. But remember that since we are attaching this to this exports object, basically from this controller we are returning an object. And in that object, these are the methods of that object. So I can also call it as method. So let's save the changes. And for this delete in here, I'm going to use delete method. So this is the change I wanted to make. Now we are going to test all these APIs in a bit. But before that, let's first understand what is route chaining in Express. And after that, we will implement route chaining and then we will test all our APIs again. So in an Express application, route chaining means defining multiple HTTP methods like get, post, put, delete, etc. for the same route path in a single statement instead of writing them separately. Currently, we are writing all our routes separately. Now, in order to chain a route, what we need to do is instead of using get, post, put, or delete method on the app object, we need to use this route method. To this route method, we can specify the endpoint path and then we can chain different HTTP methods which we want to use on the same path. So let's try to understand it with an example. So what I'm going to do here is on this app object, we also have a method called route, and this route method returns us a route instance. And to this route method, we need to specify the API endpoint. So if you notice this get method and this post method, it is working on the same API endpoint, which is /API/v1/hotels. So now what I can do is I can pass this API endpoint to this route, and on that I can directly call get method, and to this get method I don't need to specify any endpoint now, because now this get method, it will handle any get request coming to this endpoint. And to handle any request coming to this endpoint, we also need to pass a route handler function. So I'm going to pass this route handler function. And then this post method is also handling a post request on the same path. So what I can do is, on this get, I can chain another method which is post, because this post method, it is also handling request coming to this route. So I can chain that post method, and to handle any post request coming to this route, we can pass a route handler function. So I'm going to pass this route handler function. Okay, so in this way, we are chaining route methods for this route where the API endpoint is /API/v1/hotels. Now, in order to make it more readable, I can also move it to separate line like this. Okay, then we also have another endpoint where we also have an ID route parameter. So for this, what I'm going to do is, here let me use a semicolon, and then again I'll say app.route. Here I'm calling the route method on the app object. It is going to return us a route instance. So that route instance, it will be for this endpoint, for this path. So let me specify it here. Okay, and on that route instance, which is going to work on this endpoint, on that we are going to chain this get method, this patch method, and this delete method, because all these three methods, they are going to handle request coming to this API endpoint where we also have the ID route parameter. So first I'm going to chain this get method, and this get method is going to handle any get request coming to this API endpoint. And to handle that request, we are going to pass this method to this get method. So this will be the route handler function for handling any get request coming to this API endpoint. Let me move it to a separate line, and then let me also go ahead and let me chain patch method. Okay, and for handling any patch request coming to this API endpoint, we are going to pass this route handler function. And finally, if you see on the same API endpoint, we are also handling a delete request. So I'm going to chain a delete request also here. And to that, we are going to pass this route handler function to handle any delete request coming to this API endpoint. And now I can simply remove these routes. So you see, in this way, the code is more cleaner and we need to write less code. Let's save the changes and let's quickly test our API endpoints. So let's go to Postman. There, first I'm going to test this get API where we are going to get all the hotel objects in the response. So if I send a request, we are going to get all the hotel object in the response. So this is working and the status code is 200 here. Let's try this create new hotel API. So now I'm going to send a post request to this API endpoint to create a new hotel. So here I'm going to create a test hotel. Let's say test 3 heritage suites. Let's say rating is 4.1. It is in Jaipur city, and let's say price per night is 5,000. Let's create this hotel object by sending a post request. So in the response, we have received 201 created, and you see the ID of the newly created hotel object is 7. So if I go to get hotels and if I make a request, we have total 5 hotel objects now. Okay, so this post request is also working. Let me save this. Then let's see if we are able to fetch a hotel object by its ID. So here I'm going to specify the ID route parameter value as 7. Basically, I want to get that hotel object whose ID is 7. So if I send the request, in the response, we have received that hotel object whose ID is 7. So this is the newly created hotel object, which we created by sending a post request. So this is also working. Let me save this request. Let's go to update hotel. And here I want to update a hotel. Let's go to request body. So here I want to update hotel with ID, let's say 7. And there I simply want to change the price. For example, let's say I want to change the price to maybe 2000. Okay, currently if I go to this getAllHotels API and there if I check the price of the hotel object with ID 7, it is 5000. So now I'm going to update it to 2000. Let me send this patch request. Okay, here we have received an error. We have an internal server error. What is the error here? Okay, it says find index. I think I had updated this. Let's go to hotelsController.js and here let's open this update method. So, okay, it should be index of. I had changed this, but somehow it got changed to find index again. Let's save the changes. Let's go back to Postman and let's send the request again. And now it should work. So now the price has changed to 2000, which is correct. And finally, let's check this delete API. So here I want to delete that hotel object where the ID is 7. Let's send the request and we have received 204 no content. So this is correct. And finally, let's go to getAllHotels API. And this time when I make a request to get all the hotels, we should not have any hotel object with the ID 7. So as you can see, we do not have any hotel object with the ID 7. So everything is working as expected. All right, here I'll get back the previous request body. Okay, and I will save this. And let me also save this delete request. All right. So to summarize, route chaining in Express is just a way to group multiple HTTP method handlers for the same path in a single neat block, making your code dry. That means your code is not repeating itself and it is more readable. All right, this is all I wanted to cover in this lecture. If you have any questions from this lecture, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.